Boom.
Okay, are we recording?
Yeah, it's on.
It's on. Hello, people from all over the world, I guess, or Oana subscribers and also my subscribers. Let's start with me first. My name is Seba, and I like a lot of things, if not everything, because everything is part of the game, everything is part of the consciousness. And I believe that we came here on the planet to explore ourselves, to move into higher levels of consciousness, and to have fun. So yeah, I'm 23. Not that my age matters, but at the same time, I am the age of the universe, which is infinite. So maybe you could tell me a bit about yourself, Oana.
Yeah. Hi guys and hi Seba.
Hello.
Hey. Um yeah, I'm Oana. I'm 26 if the age matters. 20
It
years.
doesn't, or maybe it does in a way. Everything is relative, right?
That's true. I think it's just experience.
Perception of it.
Yeah, the experience we have as this body in this world, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that matters as well. So yeah, I'm interested in all this kind of stuff, law of attraction, law of vibration, everything that makes us grow, right? And
Yes.
helps us to align ourselves with the inner being. And,
Yes.
because that will
Yeah.
pull us like towards the life that we want to live towards.
Our inner being, yeah, or
Yeah,
our inner
our
self,
true
yes,
purpose,
which is all blissful and love. The main focus to this life, in my opinion, is to reconnect back to love, to really having the experience of sharing an important message, which is love.
That's true.
So yeah,
But that's, because that's the natural state of being of humans and everything
exactly.
that surrounds us, like all the universe resonates, vibrates at the frequency
At
of.
the love vibration,
Mhm.
exactly,
Yeah, because that's the vibration of the universe, and then we need to learn because of all the conditioning and all that,
exactly.
that we are separated from everything else, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We think that
So
we are
yeah,
not part of it, right? And because of the conditioning, we lost that connection, kind of. So
okay,
that's what I'm working on to regain that connection, to
yes,
lift my vibration. And I think,
live my vibration.
yeah,
Yeah, so what is raising vibration? Raising vibration is actually letting go of your ego identity,
mhm,
which is wanting things because of lack, which is wanting things because of the idea of success. But what is success, guys? Success for me is being abundant in a natural way. Success for me is not all about the money. Success for me is all about sharing my experience, sharing my level of consciousness and trying to raise the vibration of the planet. And from there on, we can evolve into whatever we wish to evolve. The main focus is again love. So realizing that we are abundant in each moment, realizing that we have a powerful being within ourselves, which is the higher self. So the higher self is who we truly are. The egoic self is the illusions that we chose to create in order to expand. So the moment that we choose to vibrate higher, the moment that we realize that each moment we have a choice to expand, is the moment that we reconnect back to our higher self. So yeah, abundant, we are always abundant. The fact that we are in lack, for me, for example, is an illusion. Because in each moment, when you realize that you have everything that you need, when you realize that you are a potent being, a strong being on the inside, even sometimes sensitive, because being vulnerable allows you to access different parts of your emotional field. And learning to control our emotional field is one of the keys to expand, right? Having self-control and sometimes discipline and letting go. So combining discipline with letting go and allowing ourselves to be completely absorbed by the present moment is the key to actually expand. So yeah. So you said that
right?
you are interested in the law of attraction.
Yes.
What do you want to attract actually?
Well, uh, the life that I want to live, the life of
Okay.
freedom that we think it's it's too good to be true, you know, because we all humans, we are seeking pleasure in life, and we find
Yes.
pleasure and happiness in different things, right? But
Mm-hmm,
we all
mm-hmm.
want the same thing. And I think that at a core level, we all want to be free to do what
Exactly.
we want to do, right? To actually not be stuck in a job that we don't like,
Exactly.
in a place
Yes.
that we hate, or so we want that freedom to be able to travel, to spend time with people that we love, to do what we love, like hobbies and all this kind of stuff, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I always wanted to manifest into my life since I was little, I was really young, and that's what I wanted to do. But like, we are taught that,
We should live in a certain way.
yes,
Yeah.
that we need to get a job, we need to follow this path in life,
Exactly.
right? To live the
Yeah.
dream of the planet, as
Mm-hmm.
Don Miguel Ruiz said in his book, the Four Agreements, the dream of the planet. And we are conditioned to follow these rules, right? That
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
society
Mm-hmm.
is trying to.
Yeah, so having a job and I don't know, doing college and doing school
Yes,
and having two kids by when you are 35,
yes.
these are all programs, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You may be passionate by anything. You may be into elephants. You may be into cartoons. You may be into music. Just follow your passion. Someone said that when you want to grow, when you want to be successful, that you shouldn't be focusing on the money. So just work for yourself, work hard if you want, work for yourself without thinking of the outcome. Just do things because you love to do it. Just be in that higher vibration because you want to do it, because you feel that you want to do it. And there is a problem in today's society, which I faced myself. Sometimes I don't feel like doing things. And if you know about Abraham Hicks, do you know about Abraham Hicks?
Of course.
Uh, okay. She's saying that you should always find alignment. So if you're not ready, maybe you should wait a little bit more. You shouldn't rush yourself into attracting things. You should relax, because the moment that you find alignment, you will realize that each moment is happening for you.
Mm-hmm.
Each moment is a new vibration. Each moment is a new reality. So in each moment, you can choose to create a new you. You can choose to get whatever you want by allowing it to happen. Someone said that it's not my job to make it happen, it's my job to allow it to happen. So allow yourself to receive this information, allow yourself to blast off from the inside out. So it's not about the external world, it's about fixing the internal world first. It's about getting really present and questioning your thoughts, questioning why do you want some things, questioning your idea of success. Yeah,
Follow the path of least resistance, right?
exactly,
Because that
exactly.
will bring you where you want to be. But I think the first and the biggest mistake that people do is that they don't set
Okay,
goals. They don't know what they
okay.
want. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And that's the first thing that we need to do, is to put an
Set
intention
goals.
out, right? An intention,
Mm-hmm.
like we want that to ask. And if we don't know exactly what we want, like the universe doesn't know what to give you, so then it just throws things at you, and you're like, I don't
It
want that,
throws
I don't
things,
want that,
yes.
I don't want. Exactly, because and
Mm-hmm.
so I think the first step is to actually think about what we truly want. What do we
Okay, and
what we
feel and feel and feel it, because if you only think about it,
mm-hmm.
they say that the heart center is 10,000 times more powerful than the brain center. So the moment that you should think of it first, you should contemplate on it, and then you should allow yourself to feel it.
Exactly.
Because the emotion is more powerful than the thought. The emotion is always more powerful than the thought.
That's true. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, I want to tell you a story, and
Okay.
how I managed, because I know about the law of attraction. I saw The Secret when I was 16, right? And I always believed in it, and I did manifest things. Like I wanted to leave the country when I was still in high school. I said, I'm going to leave the country. I'm going to find someone.
Where are you now
I'm
exactly? In
living,
Ireland?
yes, I'm living in Ireland. And
Okay.
January 2013, right? Since I was 20, I left home. And I was kind of expecting it because like I always wanted to leave the country. So when I met this guy and he asked me, do you want to move with me to Ireland after like 2 months of relationship? I said, yes. Like I didn't even like, question it for a sec. He was like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. Like I was waiting for this.
So you went for it. You were decisive. You were strong. You were smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted that, right? And then, so what I wanted to have the possibility, and why did I wanted more opportunities to be able to create a life where I can help my parents financially and create a freedom life for myself, so you travel, you can do what you want to actually live life, not to be stuck in a job that you don't like or whatever. And I wanted this, but of course I came to Ireland and I started working, like, you're like work, because you're trying to keep up. And in the traditional way, you're just trading time for money. And I said, the more time I give, the more money I will make. But it's like a rat race, right? You're just on that wheel and you get nowhere. And then in 2017, the end of it, when like my life kind of settled because it was like a bit hectic, trying to balance, And then I started focusing on a business that I could create around what I like, right? Like I said, because I like arts, crafts, all this kind of, what can I do to actually make money out of it, to do what I love and still like be able to get an income. And I made, at the beginning of 2018, I made this kind of like wishes. I wrote my New Year resolutions, right? I want more friends.
Yeah.
Yes, because I was like working all the time, not really having much more, like a lot of friends, right? So I wanted more friends. I wanted more money, I wanted to like be able to do all these things that I want to do. So I made a list and nothing really happened, even though I was kind of like thinking, it was in the back of my mind. And then in April, this idea came into my head and I said, all right, I'm going to get a franchise, I'm going to
What's a franchise?
It's like, when you kind of affiliate yourself with a company, like for example, what was in my, I don't know if I should give this idea. So is this like a pastry shop that is running in Romania, Hungary, and Bulgaria, right? Bulgaria.
Okay.
And you can actually buy a franchise, as in buying their brand, as in to promote, to open a shop with their brand here in Ireland. So they send you products, they help you, so you're kind of like affiliated, It's like a franchise.
Okay.
Yes. So I thought about that, and I thought about this pastry shop that I could actually bring and open a shop here in my town, which I knew it will work because, and I wrote that. I talked with my parents. I told them about the idea, about going, like borrowing money from the bank, getting credit, starting the whole thing. I looked into it. And what I did, first time ever, I wrote it in my journal. My journal. I want to do that. I want my own business. This could give me like what I want and all this kind of stuff, what I was thinking about. So I wrote it down. And 3 weeks after, I came across this ad that, because I was in the traditional way, I was like, because he's not sure, will I risk it? All this.
Yeah. And you were unsure.
Exactly. I wasn't sure about it, right? And I said, it's a bit complicated, doubting it. And then 3 weeks after, I saw this ad about online marketing, right?
Okay.
And how to open a business online. And that was, I went for it. And that actually, in this way, I manifested. In this way, everything I wanted came into my life. It was like a bubble. And as soon as I did it, and I was like, what? Right? And I poked it, and boom, everything I ever wanted, the friends, the opportunity to make the money, to create the life that I wanted, came into my life. Exactly. So what I say is to make that intention, to write it down, to believe it, and to take action, to go for it, right?
Yes.
That's that's how it goes,
Yes.
you know.
Yes, we are also programming our subconscious mind with our intentions, with our actions. So the planet, spiritually speaking, is really raising its vibration. We are all awakening in a way. We are all moving from belief, what we believe to be true, which is not always true, or maybe it is, to knowing. So now you know. Now you know your thoughts. Now you know yourself. Now you know what you are capable of. And I believe that we are really capable of anything. The more that we open, the more that we open our heart, because the moment that your heart explodes, you can really do whatever you wish. So it's about you taking the first step and realize that the universe will offer you the next step. So
Always.
I believe that this is all the same. What you were talking about is that take that first step, do whatever you want. At the same time, letting go is also a good key. So in spirituality, a lot of the masters talk about letting go of desire, and not that you don't have any desires or not that you don't accomplish your desires, but you are not attached to desire, because the only reason of suffering on the planet is attachment. You are attached to something, you are attached to a thought, you are attached to something emotional, you are attached to the past, you are attached to the fact
An
that you
image
don't
that you
have
see of
enough.
yourself, right? An image that you see of yourself as well.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So how you perceive yourself and how you perceive reality is a key factor. So the moment that your perception changes, the moment that your vibration changes, and be careful with what you feed your senses with. Be careful with what you feed your subconscious mind with, because everything will come out on the outside. So whatever you put on the outside will also come on the inside. So choose well your vibration, guys, and speak from the heart. Move into your higher self. Move into that love vibration. So they say that the subconscious is like guiding you for 95% of the time, and the conscious only 5%. So the idea is that through meditation, through getting present, through creating something, is to raise our consciousness. So the moment that we raise our consciousness, I believe that we can be more free. We can be in alignment. We can be creating. We can create with other people. Like we are doing right now. We are having a beautiful conversation. So yeah, choose to create something for yourself, because creating is beautiful and it all shifts your subconscious mind. So again, choose carefully with what you feed your senses with, because that's important. And at the same time, I have done a video yesterday, or maybe one day before, talking about dancing in the small things, right? Because I think that, and going for it is not a bad thing, but we are often so much focused on that money, on that success,
And on the
that
future.
we that yeah, and on the future, that we forget to dance on the small things. If you have a roof over your head, if you have food in your fridge, if you have a phone, if you have a laptop, you are pretty lucky, because some people on the planet don't have this, and you are really lucky. You are really lucky to be here in this period of time, because we are spiritual beings getting into a higher state of consciousness. And for me, I'm very passionate about dimensions, spirituality, ETs, moving higher and higher and shifting reality, because you are the creator of your own reality. You are the one who chooses in each moment to create something. And when I realized that I can choose and I can let go at the same time and just be happy in the moment with whatever I have, with whatever I have accomplished, with whatever that I'm choosing to create, I realized that I am so lucky. And I would suggest you, I saw that in one of your videos, you said that you were a bit scared of posting YouTube videos. I would suggest that you should really go for it, because the universe will respond. The universe will always respond to your vibration.
It is responding.
Yes.
So I'm getting signs for it. You're right. We need to face our fears, because we have the only limits that we have are the limits that we put on ourselves. Like we love. As soon as we actually can open our eyes to see that we can do whatever we want,
yes,
we can do it. It's already accomplished.
And we can do it in a fun way. We don't really have to struggle that.
Living in the moment, enjoying the now, the power of now, right? Eckhart Tolle. But what I mean is that sometimes we can't even see it, because our brain doesn't pick up on all the opportunities that are around us. Even though we are, at any given moment, we are surrounded by hundreds of possibilities for us to take different paths, right?
Yes, and remember, each path you take is the best path. So whatever road you choose to go in, you are always helped by the universe.
Of course.
You are always loved. And moving into another place of thought, we have to realize that everything is energy. So the idea is that, again, the planet is raising its vibration. We are getting more sensitive. We are awakening to new reality.
As humans,
we are evolving. Yes, so much. We have invented the internet. Look what the internet does. It's crazy.
That's true.
And this is happening
crazy.
for only...
Amazing. It's amazing.
Crazily amazing, yeah. Yes. Just to do you, actually, because the moment that you do you don't have to copy other people. You have to be yourself, right? Being yourself is key.
But tell me, because sometimes we hear this, right? Raise your vibration and be yourself. So first of all, I would like to ask you, what are your advices on how to raise the vibration? And then how to find out, because sometimes we are so gone into we are so lost into the world and what people are trying to make of us, right? That we don't know who we really are. So what's your advice on this? Like, how would people...
Okay. So the best way to raise your vibration is to ask yourself big questions. Asking myself the question, who am I, has helped me a lot in raising my consciousness. Another way to raise your vibration is to let go of resistance, like you said. Another way to grow your vibration is to meditate. Like, really choose a nice place and really go deep beyond yourself. Watch your thoughts, because you are not your thoughts, you are not even your body, you are not even your emotions. All of these things are your friends. But the moment that you choose to observe them in an objective way, you will realize that they will kind of change. The moment that you have the courage to look in the mirror and say, I love you, Seba, or I love you, Oana, is the moment that these things change. And I really love you. I love every person on the planet, because everything is a reflection of myself. Everything is a child of God. Everything is a child of the universe. Everything is a child of the higher plan that the universe has for us. And it's incredible what the mind can do. The mind can be a great servant, but a dangerous master, someone said. So don't let your mind control you. Just try to observe it. Because the moment that you observe your mind, then you can let go of the mind and really move into your heart. And really let your heart speak. Let your intuition speak. Because again, we are not the mind. We are not our bodies. But we must take care of these things. We must... saying I love you is an important key. So looking in the mirror and say to yourself, I love you, no matter what you feel right now, no matter what your past is, no matter what traumatic experiences you had, I love you. whatever you choose to do, I love you. And going it the other way around, you can say you can be lazy and I still love you. You can not go for it today and I still love you. You can cancel a commitment and I still love you, because you are always growing. And the more that you accept yourself, the idea is to accept yourself 100%. The moment that you can accept yourself, you realize that everything is a reflection. So how you perceive a thing, you receive a thing. If you are judging people and you are seeing only the bad in the world, that's what you will attract towards yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So question what you think, question your emotions. Why do I feel like this? What is stopping me for going for what I want? What is stopping me? And most of the time, it is an emotional blockage. It is something that you chose to resist because your ego. Let's talk about the ego a bit. The ego is not a bad thing. Everybody says don't focus on the ego. The ego can be your friend because it protects you sometimes, right? So like Abraham Hicks said, playing it safe, it's playing it smart. At the same time, go for it. Whenever you feel ready, whenever you feel that you can do it, you should always do it, right? So there's a lot to talk about here, actually. There's a lot to talk about. And I don't want to get too complicated with it, but I feel that my heart is asking me to speak love, not go too complicated with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the idea is to
Another thing.
the moment that you change the inner world, the outer world will change as well.
Yes, why? That's what I wanted to say. Because at any given moment, everything exists.
Yeah.
Everything is neutral around us. And once we look at it and we give it a meaning, that's when it gets a meaning. So that meaning is just our perception of that thing or situation or person, right? So that can be bad or that can be good, right?
Yeah.
But
good and bad might not even exist. The only thing that exists is vibration.
And it's our perception of that vibration, right? Or of that thing, right? And how we see it. But what I mean, what I want to ask you, you say you feel love for everyone, for everything that exists. Yes, I do the same. But then people are asking, okay, so you feel love for everyone. What about when someone comes and brings you bad energy, right? Like some...
Well, ask yourself this question: how could someone make me feel angry when the emotions are coming from myself?
Mm-hmm.
Because every emotion is coming from yourself, so you are responsible of it. In a way, you are in control of it, right? At the same time, express yourself. If you feel sad, be sad. If you are mad, be mad. If you, I don't know. But at the same time, choose to not react, but respond, and respond from a place of love. So you are responsible for your own thoughts, and you are kind of immune to the outer world, because when someone is cussing at you or sending you pain, it is your job to protect yourself in a way that you share back love, that you respond with love, that you respond in a way that moves you into a higher state of consciousness.
And the most important thing is not to take, and the easiest way I would say to do it is not to take things personally. And
nothing is personal.
Yes, but this is not easy, all right? Like, don't, because people might say like, yeah, but like, how can we do that when someone comes and starts yelling at you? How can you be peaceful and how can you respond with love? And this will not always work. Like, this has to be a practice. Like, this is a journey, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, on continuous work on ourselves, you know, on like, it's just, if you don't react, because that's the ego that jumps and wants to bite the head off that person. That's ego. Like, what, how are you talking to me? So that's me. And then if you just stay, when someone brings you that energy and you stay and you breathe and you watch yourself and then think, empathize, you know, because if we don't take it personally, that can be anything. That person has a bad day. That person, I don't know, they're hungry, there's something bad happened on, you know. I saw myself because I was really, really reacting to everything, you know, reacting to everything. And since I started working on myself, I see myself with people when customers are coming, you know, in my job, and they're really in a bad mood, or they're just so bitter, right? And the first
Yeah,
reaction, I see myself, the first reaction would be to get angry, you know, like, don't bring me
exactly. To react.
to react to it. And then I just, you know, I'm like this, and I say, I only ask them, bad day, are you having a bad day? And you
Yeah.
can see their energy moving right away, and they're like, yeah, because that happened, or that happened, or that happened,
Mm-hmm.
because they have
Mm-hmm.
their burdens, right? And they don't mean
Yes.
to be rude to you, they're just feeling like they're in a low state of mind, they're in a, you know. And
Yes.
once, and even having that 2 minutes conversation, you can see their energy rising, because you acknowledge that, they talk about it, they release a bit of the bad energy by talking, by acknowledging it. Yeah, that happened, whatever. Maybe you can give it a bit of advice, and you know, help people around by empathizing and
Yes.
not taking things personally. And this can be the first step towards, you know, filling yourself with love, raising your vibration, you know, by trying
Exactly.
to understand that we all feel the same, you know.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the outer world is a teacher. So you said that someone negative may come in your way. It is because you attracted it to heal it within yourself.
Mhm.
So nothing is random. In the universe, the people you meet are not random.
That's
The
true.
things you do are not random. The things that life offers you are not random. So you attract with your mind, you attract with your emotions. And why do you attract these things? To always learn something new from
About
yourself.
yourself.
Because life is mysterious. Life is, hello, mama. Life is always offering us whatever we need. So nothing is random. That is my perspective.
That's true.
When you choose to play this kind of game, when you realize that everything is connected, you will have the passion to move forward, to be curious about life, to be curious about yourself, to be curious of how your emotions work, be
Yes.
curious of how the mind works. And the mind is scared sometimes. Your heart is never scared because your heart represents love. The only fear that happens is in the mind. So the idea is to change the mind first by letting the emotions flow from your heart to your mind, because like I said, the heart center is super powerful compared to the mind. So yeah, moving to your body, guys.
Yes.
Moving to your body and exercise always helps. So yeah, choose to create the life that you want.
Yeah, that's it. To believe that you can actually do it. You
Yes.
know, that's it. And just, I'd say my advice, because I want to talk to people, I want to reach people that are not really aware of all these things, you know what
Yes.
I mean? Because we say the energy of the planet is rising, we are awakening, but still so many people have no idea about it, because they never had an interest in it, or they just don't believe that this is possible.
Yes. But they are on their own
Yeah.
purpose, right?
Mhm.
They are on their own purpose. So we don't have to judge people. We
No,
don't
but
have
we
to
need,
judge
we
people.
can plant. I'm not judging, but I want to plant seeds, right?
Exactly. That's
Just
good.
think
That's
about
good. You want to help the world. Yeah.
this. Plant seeds, and just, my advice would be to just be open, because we don't know what we don't know. That's the
Yeah.
thing. We don't
Yeah.
know what we don't know, you know. And if we keep that the eyes open to everything that surrounds us, and things, when things are happening, for example, um, something that you see, you perceive as bad, right? You perceive as bad.
Mhm.
I don't know, your car broke down in the morning, for example. That happened to me, you know, like,
Yeah.
it just, I couldn't do it. I had to go buy the oil, put the oil in the car in the morning before work. And I was really calm. I was like, okay, usually that would make me flip, you know, but I was like, okay, you know. So I go, I buy the oil, I put it in the car, I set it all up, I make it work, right? Turn on
Yeah.
the car, I said, okay, I'm ready to go, you know? Turn on the car, reverse, guess what? Flat tire. And I started laughing. Like, it was just then in that morning, flat tire. And I'm like, actually, I was
What's
like,
a flat iron?
flat tire, yeah.
What's
In my
that?
car, like when your tire is flat, when you have a puncture, and you have to change the whole wheel.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
When the
I
wheel,
get it.
like, yeah, because then you have to go and fix it. So
Mm-hmm.
like I have to fix this oil thing so I can drive my car. And when I say, okay, now I can go, right? I kept calm.
Yeah.
It was okay. And when I said I'm gonna go, flat tires. So that was really like, what are the chances? You know? So what I did, instead of like getting angry, and I actually started laughing. I was like, all right, like what is happening? You know what I
This
mean?
is actually funny. Yeah, this is actually
Yeah, because
funny.
I'm like, you don't want to let me go. Why? What's happening? You know what I mean? Anyway, a neighbor came, fixed my tire, and then uh, I managed to leave, you know. But what
Yeah.
I want to say, and as a colleague of mine always says, you killed a bigger cross, as in something worse could have happened,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Car accident, that. So by keeping you at home and giving you a little bit of a trouble, saved you from something worse that could have happened, you know? And I
Mm-hmm.
always think about this when things are happening around me, and I'm like, all right, you know, like the traffic lights are red and it keeps me waiting. And I'm like, that's fine. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know, right?
Yes.
Just believe that the universe takes care of you, and
It
everything
always
happens
does.
for you, not to you. And when you change that
Yeah.
perception that things are happening for me, you're like, all right, let's see what happens today, what today brings, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just
So I love this that life is happening for us and not to us.
yes.
Everything is based on love, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The outer world is, it's all about consciousness, actually. It's all about consciousness.
Everything
So
is
they say
consciousness.
that
Everything.
when you raise your consciousness, you actually send this feeling to the whole universe or to the whole planet. So whenever you are shifting, everybody around you starts to shift. Whenever you are raising your vibration, everybody around you start to feel this and to smell this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to take care of ourselves first,
Yes.
and really serve the universe or serve life or
Yeah.
serve whatever you feel that you want to serve.
That's so true. Because think about this. It takes, everything happens all the time, bad and good, right? So it only
Yeah.
takes a split of a second for you to walk on the street and meet a person who would smile at you. A split of a second. Or to walk on the street and meet a person who would bump into you and give you, right?
Yeah.
Give out to you, for example. It's only a
Yeah.
split of a second. And anything can happen at all times. So everything is just where we are aligned, right? We align
Yeah.
higher, slower, everything happens at all times. But then a second makes a big difference in
Yeah.
am I right? So when we
Yeah.
are vibrating at a higher frequency, we meet the people, we come across the people, situations that vibrate at the same frequency, even though everything happens at the same time.
Yeah.
This is how I see it. And even so, I want to give this example with me in traffic. So I'm driving, and this always happens when a slow car, like I want to go at a certain speed to be there at that time, right? I plan in my head, I'm going to be there at that time. And then you drive, and there's a car in front of you going really, really slow,
Yeah.
or a truck. And that happens so many times, like almost all the time, that the truck just goes on the side and let me pass, you know.
So you can pass.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I can go
Yes.
on my journey. And what really makes me emotional about all this is because in a fraction of a second, or on a second, you have that contact, that connection with a person that you don't know, you don't see, they're just there
Yeah.
driving that car. And I always put the hazard lights on, that I'm like, thank you, and they're like, with the flashlights, you're welcome. And that makes
Yeah.
me like,
That's,
oh, that's so beautiful, and then I
yeah.
continue, and it's like you're just crossing the paths, and then they just go, and you go, and they go, and then for a second
Yeah.
had that connection.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
thank you. You're
Yeah,
welcome. Bye. You
this
know?
is what I'm talking about, dancing in the small things.
Yes. Yes.
Start seeing more of what is happening actually. Start just watch a flower and watch the sun, and everything is happening in a beautiful way. We can
Yes.
perceive it in a beautiful way to happen.
That's true.
And Preston Smiles, I'm not sure if you know him, he asked this question, why do you want to be successful? And the answer to this is because I want to be happy. So the idea is not to get successful first and then be happy. Be happy first, then success will come in all kind of beautiful ways, because you are attracted, because you are happy, because you accept yourself, because you choose to dance with whatever is present right now. And I have realized that we haven't talked about the negative. The negative and shadow work is a good tool to increase your vibration. So you don't have to run from negative emotions. You have to accept it within yourself. You have to heal your heart, because the past, present, and future are happening at the same time. So what you are feeling now is maybe coming from the future, because the future is connected to the present, or from the past, which is also connected to the present. And realizing that everything is happening at the same time can make you realize that you can create the future and you can shift the past. How do you shift the past? By accepting it and changing your perception of it.
That's
For
true.
example, I was being a lot of in 2016 I was hospitalized because I was so depressed, but I realized that that thing happened for me. I had to learn something from it. The universe wouldn't have given me this challenge if I couldn't accept it. So I accepted it, and then I can change the perspective of it. I can just say, dude, this happened for you. You are smart. You can face it. You can challenge yourself into moving to the next level through this challenge. And you are always great. You are a warrior of light. You are here on the planet with a purpose. And the main purpose, again, is love. So don't run away from a negative emotion. Accept it. The moment that you accept that negative emotion is the moment that your body changes, your heart changes, your intuition changes.
That's true.
So accept your emotions.
When you quiet the mind, you can actually hear your inner guidance.
All kind of mess, yeah, your inner guidance,
right?
your all kind of mess.
When it's like when the mind is loud and there are like a million things going through your head at all times. When you quiet that and you just let it pass and you don't put energy into it, you can hear that intuition whispering. Do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And patience is one great tool. You may be complaining on the fact that you are not where you are supposed to be, but the truth is that you are always where you are supposed to be, actually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
because you in a way have created it. You in a way have created it, and you wanted it from a higher plane of consciousness. There is this combo between, I think, in my perspective, between destiny and free will, right? We always have free will, but we also have a destiny in our way. So the things that are supposed to come for us will always come for us, negative or positive.
The thing
it's
is,
all love.
I was listening to Dolores Cannon. Do you know her? Did you listen to her?
That old woman?
Yeah, the hypnotherapist.
Okay.
Right, and she's talking through hypnotherapy, through her patients. She managed to talk with the higher intelligence, and I love this. It's like a higher, like a next level for me, and it was like a bit hard to understand, but like I love the concept of it, and I want to get more into it and learn more about this. So she got all these answers from the higher intelligence, like what we are here, what life after that, are there any other planets with like life on other planets and all this kind of stuff. So one of the things that she said about, and I want to talk about destiny and the free will, is that when we as a soul, we chose to come on earth, right? To have this
Yes.
experience on earth. We chose our parents, we chose our
I
time,
love this idea.
everything, what we want to be, to come, because we knew what we can learn from it. But then
Yes.
when we are born, so we know where we want to go, we know what's going to happen, right? In the end, where we want to be, we know that when we come on earth. But then when we are born and when we are babies, we know all this, right? But then we start learning and we forget. And
yes. Okay, we're recording again, right?
Yeah, sorry guys, my laptop, I thought I plugged it in, but I didn't. And it just stopped and I was like, what's going on? So we're back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the second recording. Yeah.
So
cool.
I was saying,
don't freak out, guys.
Yeah. I was talking about Dolores Cannon and about the fact that we know where we will get. We chose our parents and our start in life, and then we forget about our purpose, about who we really are and why we are here, because of all the conditioning and people that put the limits on us, right? Their fears, whatever.
Yeah.
And all this. And
we are bound to a matrix, which is
yes,
society throwing belief systems at yourself. But go on.
Yes. And so basically anything that happens, and if we stay true to ourselves, everything happens for us to bring us closer to where we chose to arrive, right? Because we know where this is going. And if we stay true to that, anything that happens for us, right?
Yes.
And we can, any path we can take the path of least resistance to go on a smooth and easy and like fulfilling path, or we can go on a bumpy road where it's like we're surrounded by negativity, but in the end we're still gonna get at the same.
Both are helping.
Yeah, so it's just about the experience of this kind of reality on earth, right? And
yes,
that's it. So yeah, nice conversation.
Yes.
Eba, thank you. This is nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This always helps, having conversation with someone who is on the same level of awareness, I guess, who wants to evolve, like-minded. Yeah. I wish you all the best, Oana, and I see a lot of potential in yourself. I see that you are very motivated. Maybe sometimes I need that kind of motivation myself, but no problem. Don't worry about me, guys. I am that dark that I realize that I am always expanding. So I'm a Scorpio. The Scorpios are deep and dark.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anything
else?
If you want to talk, just message me. I know I'm always like on the run, but
of course,
you talk with someone, just let me know. And and I think what's the main thing that I still need to work on is to face my fears of putting myself out there, as I said in my video, and to go for it, and I'm working on it, and I'm meditating on it. I'm doing this inner child meditation, and trust the process, letting go, or trust the universe meditation.
Yes.
And this really helps a lot. And coming up with a routine, right? That helps a lot with procrastination, with getting over that laziness and actually start going for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Oana. And just for you guys to know, we were friends since we were kids, actually. You were like 14 and I was like 9 or 10. We had a great time here in Romania.
We grew up together, and Yeah, we didn't talk for a long time, for years, right?
Exactly. I didn't even know what happened to you. I didn't
Yeah.
know what happened to you.
And
But
then,
it's great to see you that you are on your right path.
yeah, same, right? Because that's what make us connect, right? Like,
Yeah.
because I posted my video about the law of attraction, and then you saw it, and that's how we got in contact. And I was like, oh wow, Seba, what, right? So that was,
What?
now we're doing this, yeah. And see,
Yes.
like, you never really know who's gonna come in your path, and how, how things will end up, or how things.
Whatever happens, it's all for the best, guys.
Yeah,
It
that's true.
always is all for the best. Again, perception creates reality. How you perceive a thing, you receive it. So a bit of shift in your perception may change a lot of things.
Yes,
Just
that's.
a bit of perception shift may change a lot of things.
Mhm, mhm.
Be
And
responsible.
always when you go through tough times, and you think that you're doing something wrong, you're not, you're just learning a lesson. And
Yeah.
remember that the bigger the wound, the bigger the
The
gift,
higher the purpose.
and the
Yeah.
bigger the gift, right? Because then
Yeah.
you can resonate, you can help more people, because you went through that shit, right? So
Yeah.
that's it. So
I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she says that you you should experience also pain sometimes because you came here maybe from many past lifetimes and you have gathered all kind of energy and you are only here to have fun and become stronger on the inside and the outer will shift.
yes.
Yes,
And the problem is that we make small, sometimes we take life too seriously, right?
exactly.
That's it. When we can go in a heartbeat, like, it's just nothing is safe, but people just hold on so tight of this illusion of security, right? The security of a
Yeah.
job, the security of a home, the security of a partner, of that, of that, of that. When in fact nothing is secure, because you can lose your job, you can get, like, let's not get into negativity, but
Yeah.
that's the thing, so why not just do what you really want to do, because sometimes we just
Mhm.
hold ourselves back because of that fear of the unknown, right? We don't know what's going to happen, and that stops us from going after it. But
Yes.
there's two things: it's either something good, or either something
There's something
bad.
better.
Mhm. Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, so
Okay, Wanam. Thank you so much for
thank you
this,
so much.
and let's do it again
Yeah,
sometimes. I don't
yeah, we
know.
need to. Yeah, we will. Okay, and nice to see you.
I see that you are more focused on the self-development part, and I'm maybe more focused on the deep spiritual part. And
Yeah,
I realize that when we combine the two, somehow it starts to create a beautiful game or a
and
reality, I
why?
guess.
Why? Because, and that goes to the story of me manifesting this opportunity into my life, and I entered this amazing community of like-minded people that I made friends with. That's what I wanted, and now I had, like, whoa, what, right? And why personal development and mindset is mindset, and bringing that mindset into the digital age, and getting this opportunity to actually work on yourself and bring that on the internet, where, like, there's so many possibilities for any one of us, and a place where because you can look at the internet as something that, oh my god, is something bad, like, we're so stuck into technology or whatever, but in the same time we are connecting through the internet, you know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yes.
in my living room, you're in, like, our room, you know what I mean? Like, and we can talk, and we can have an amazing conversation, and we can use this internet to be ourselves and resonate, relate, and reach to people that resonate with us and help them, because like, this is the whole thing, to help other people, and on the
Exactly.
internet we can do this, and from this, because of course when you put value, that's the thing, like, when you share value with people, what you have best in you, your values, you share them with people that come
Yes,
back to you. There's the law of
exactly.
attraction, and then you can monetize that, right? Because that's
Hmm.
how it is. Don't think about the money, do what you love. So what I do, I'm talking about what interests me, you know, like what I love to talk about. I could stay here
Yes,
for 7 hours talking about this stuff because I absolutely love it, you know. And
yes,
you can create products, you can do things about around this, the things that you really love, and create an income on the internet. And this is where the world is going, and this is like so exciting for me because I got
yes.
this opportunity. I had no idea, I was so blind to it, I didn't know this exists until I took all the
You took.
steps to bring me to manifest this, and now it's just like a continuous, like, you know, growth,
It's
you
all
know?
a process. Yeah, yeah. Enjoy the process. That's important.
Yes, so
Enjoy each day.
that's why inner like mindset shift and personal development, because knowledge is power, you know. So you are into that as well because you are
In a
reading.
way, I am. Yes, I am into
Yeah,
self-development.
you know.
Yes,
So
psychology and all kind of things.
that's it, you know. That's it. Like I wish.
Combining science with spirituality. That I think this is the new game we should play. Combining science with spirituality.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Like the world is absolutely changing, and as they all say that this is the best time to leave
Alive.
Earth, right? Because it's just this shift, boom, you know, when we are like, oh wow, what we knew is actually an illusion, right? We don't have to follow those
Yeah.
rules, and we can actually do
Yeah.
whatever we want to do. You're like, yeah, you can. You're like, wow, that's amazing. Yes,
Um, everything might be an illusion, actually.
everything is an illusion. Everything
Yeah.
is just energy. Nothing really exists unless we look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like nothing exists. That's I don't know. Does that car on the street that I don't see exist? No, I don't see it. It doesn't
Yeah.
exist. You know, for me, from my perception, in my
And Osho, do you know about Osho?
yeah, little
He
bit.
said that, okay, he said that words limit whatever you are trying to transmute, right?
Mm-hmm.
So words are limiting. And he was talking about the first principle. And he said, if I would told you what the first principle was, then it wouldn't be the first principle anymore. So, in a way, in solipsisms, they say that life cannot be known. Life is that mysterious that it cannot be known. So we are trying to find its secrets. And while we are finding things, I believe that it is so vast and so mysterious
Limitless,
that
limitless.
it 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 doesn't want to be known, or there is nothing to be known. Yeah.
So true. And it's like, as they say, once you can see it in your head, in your mind, you can create it, you can hold it in your hand. Why? Because you can create whatever you want. And people don't understand this maybe at some level. But what I would like to say is like, think about until Edison, right? Until Thomas Edison imagined a device that can bring light, there was no light bulb, you know,
Yeah.
until
It all starts in the
he
mind.
had that idea in his head, and he said that must be this, and then he created it, and that changed the world. That actually
Yeah.
changed like our whole world from one person, one mind. Now think about if everyone would actually tap into that and would follow their desires, their interests, right?
Their inner being. Yes.
Yes, because we are all unique. We all have the power to create. And what I think and you think are completely different things. Even though we share the same values. You have different interests. You want different things in life that I do. Even if they're similar, they bring us the same feelings of happiness, pleasure, whatever, right? But
Yes. Yes.
focus on completely. I don't know. You like music. I like painting, so I can, you know, is that's what I mean. It's just if we would all go after what we want and we would believe in ourselves, we can create amazing.
Going for what you want and letting the ego go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Having authentic desires, right?
Yes.
Because sometimes we are illusioned by society. Sometimes we want that success. Sometimes
We want the
only
cars, we want the whatever, the
exactly
house, the villas, the
women, all kind of things.
yeah.
Okay, Oana.
All right.
Thank
That
you.
was
Thank you
nice.
so much. Thank
Thanks.
you so much for this opportunity and much love to you.
Thank you. You
And keep
too.
up the good work. You are amazing.
Thank you. You too, Seba. Thank you so much. And I'll see you. I'll see you around. We need to do this again.
Okay, maybe I'll visit Ireland someday. Who knows?
You should. It's beautiful in
Okay.
here, especially now that it's sunny. You know, we see.
Yeah, in Romania it's sunny as well.
Yeah, but here is like usually it's very gray. You know, like so gray and so. You should definitely visit. It's beautiful and beautiful.
Maybe I will sometimes.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I guess I will. Thanks and mwah.
Bye.
Ciao. Ciao.
And thanks guys for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. Bye.